All right, hey everyone, welcome back to Pro Wrestling for Life. I just want to jump on here and talk about the big news of the week. As most of you already know, ESPN and the WWE got together, signed a contract, and ESPN is going to be the new home of the PLEs starting in 2026. Sometime at the beginning of the year, I'm not sure. Before WrestleMania, I'm sure. And is this good for the viewers? Is this good for the WWE customers? A lot of people don't think so. A lot of people think this is corporate greed and this is TKO trying to just get every dollar that they can out of this. And I kind of tend to agree. There's been a little bit more that came out in the last day or two about some of the details of it. I found some interesting facts about this. So the deal is $1.6 billion to the WWE over 5 years. So roughly that equates to about $320 million a year. So $320 million a year, that's, not a small chunk of change. They were getting 120, 150, something like that from Peacock. I can't remember exactly the number, but it's a lot more. And so they're getting more money. And now, instead of the $9.99 or $12.99 subscription fee that it costs to do Peacock, it's going to be $29.99 for a subscription to the new ESPN DTC, I think it is, direct to customer. So it's a substantial amount. It's triple what we were paying already, and we're not getting anything more. They say that productions are going to be bigger, it's going to reach a wider audience, yada, yada, yada. Trying to spin it so that it's good for the customer, but I don't think that it is. So I did a little digging and I found some numbers that were interesting. So apparently ESPN's reached I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, it was about 100 million viewers, and that has declined to about 60 million. So they had a 40% decline in their viewership, which is pretty significant, and it's expected to be down to 50 million in the next, I don't know, 6 months, year, something like that. So it's a pretty big decline, and they've done a couple things to try to booster that. WWE obviously is one. They also acquired the NFL Network and Red Zone, I believe it is. So those are two big things that they're trying to bolster. So viewership is down, and they just made two big moves to try to remedy that. And I found something else that was interesting. I saw that some cable customers are going to have access to this without the $29.99 subscription fee, but not all. It's about half. So I found that Spectrum, DirecTV, Hulu Live, Verizon Fios, and Fubo will all their customers will have access to this new streaming service from ESPN at no extra charge. Everyone else, they're gonna have to still pay the $29.99 like anyone that doesn't have cable. So if you do have that, you're spending $80 to $120 for your cable bill a month, and then you're gonna have to shout another $30 just to watch the PLEs. I think that they're going to lose a lot of viewership on this. Is Clash in Paris or Backlash or stuff like that, is that worth an extra $30 a month? In this economy, people's budgets are tight, and I don't know. I don't think everyone's going to do it. I think people are going to start pirating. I think they're going to get VPNs, because if you have a VPN and you set it to Canada or the UK, you get everything through Netflix, and you won't have to do this $29.99, because you get not only Raw like we do in the United States, but you also get NXT, you get SmackDown, you get all the PLEs, and some of the archived content as well. So what does this mean? This means a lot of people are pissed off. That's the initial reaction that I've seen. I've seen a lot of people threaten to not watch WWE anymore. Obviously, they're going to have their core base that's going to pay whatever they ask, no matter what. But the casual viewer, are they going to do this? I don't think that they will. I think that VPN sales are going to go through the roof. I think that some of these pirated, jailbreak Fire Sticks and things like that, I think they're going to see increased sales. And I think that the WWE is just going to lose a lot of viewership as well. People are getting nickel and dimed all over the place, and we're sick of it. And this feels like another one of those things. Our energy bills are high, our car insurance is high, our groceries are high, and now it's high just to watch wrestling. Not just wrestling, obviously, I love it. But they're going to lose a lot of people because they pissed off a lot of people with this. And I think there's kind of an ulterior motive here. What I think that they're trying to do with this is I think that they're trying to get people to go back to cable. The cable companies have lost a lot of customers in the last 10 years. And I think ESPN is directly affected by that as well because ESPN is kind of what you watch for sports when you have cable, but when you don't, I think they've rubbed a lot of people the wrong way in the last 10, 15 years. They're over politicized. Their shows just aren't that great anymore. And I honestly don't have cable right now, and I don't watch ESPN. I don't look at ESPN. I don't even know what they're doing these days. But I think that this is a way for the cable companies and the satellite companies to get more viewership, because if people are going to spend $30 on a subscription to ESPN, why not just get cable again? And I kind of think that that's where this is going. I don't know, but that's just my hunch feeling. So, tell me what you think. Do you think that this is just a money grab? Do you think that the product is going to get better? I kind of don't think that it will. I kind of think that the product's going to stay the same, and we're just going to have to pay more, and that sucks. That's just, everyone feels like they're getting ripped off all over the place. Not just here in every aspect of our life, and this feels like it's just another version of that. And I don't like it. I'm kind of upset about this. As it is, you got to have Netflix to watch Raw. You have to have USA Network or some kind of cable to watch SmackDown. You have to have the CW to watch NXT, and then you have to have Peacock to watch the PLEs and the archived content. It's a lot. It's spread out and it's intentional, and it feels like that they're screwing their customer. And hopefully that they'll see the error in this, but I don't know. Money talks, and if they don't lose any money off this, they're not going to change it. So unfortunately, we'd have to lose a lot of viewers for this to be an issue that they want to remedy, because if they just see more money, they're not going to change it. Like TKO doesn't have the vested stake that Vince McMahon did, because it was his life's work. TKO just bought it, 5 years ago, whatever it was. And they just, there's ads all over the ring. There's, the wrestlers are going to be sponsored pretty soon. I feel like that's coming next. So anyway, I just wanted to get on here and talk about this a little bit with you guys, and tell me what you think. Leave a comment and subscribe if you haven't. Most of you haven't, because I've only got a few. They know that we just started, so not a big deal. But if you want to, I would really appreciate it, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.